YouTube, what up? It's Joe Simmer. Yo, check me out, man. We're about to hop into it, and I'm about to show you guys how to read a defense, man. I'm gonna show y'all how to become an elite passer in Madden 22, man. All right, so, and if you guys can bear with me a little bit throughout this video, man, I'm freaking exhausted. It is currently 1:45 a.m. all right, and you know, I got a plane to catch at 5, so I'm trying to bang out this video for the week. So if you guys could do me a favor for my effort and drop a like, that would mean a lot, man. So check me out. We're about to hop into random big nickel. All right, so we're hopping into random big nickel, and off of the rip, man, I can tell you that this is man coverage. All right, so they are in man coverage. Now, how do I know they're in man coverage? Number one, I want you to look at obviously the two safeties. Okay, so if you have two safeties up top and they're standing at an even front like that, it's either going to be cover 2 or cover 4 or man. Okay, now what gives it away is I want you to take a look at these outside corners. Okay, so look at both of these outside corners right here. They are both standing to the inside of the receiver. Okay, so let's look at Davante Adams right here. They're standing inside right here, and just to show you, man coverage. Okay, so how do you know it's man coverage? All right, you know it's man coverage because the cornerback is standing to the inside of the receiver. Okay, so look at Lazard right here. As you see, that cornerback is standing to the inside of him. All right, so anytime the cornerback is standing to the inside, I keep repeating that because I want to stick that in your freaking brain that's man coverage. Anytime they're like that, man, anytime they're on the inside of the receiver, it's gonna be man coverage. And you got the two safeties up top, man coverage, you know, and you can just call hike. Right, nice little play right there, man. All right, cool. So now we're in the next play. Right now, right off the bat right here, I can tell that it is either cover 3 or cover 1. All right, cover 1 is man coverage. All right, so you know it's cover 3, obviously, because when they came down, they called hike or whatever, or they broke the huddle. You have the one high safety. All right, so you got the one high safety, and then you got, look at the cornerbacks. All right, so we're only focusing on the cornerbacks right here, right? So the cornerback on the left side is standing directly above Davante Adams. All right, he's not standing to the inside like the last play. Same thing here. Look at Lazard. The cornerback is standing directly on top of him, so that's going to give it away that it's cover 3. You know what I'm saying? So just off of the bat, when you see a one high safety, even if they press and then that safety goes up to baseline, you already know it's only two options: cover 3 or cover 1, which is man coverage. But if you look at the receiver, that corner, they're standing directly above them. They're not to the inside. So that is going to give it away. That's cover 3. All right, now let's hop into one more. And I'll show you a little bit of variations to it, a little bit more advanced technique to it. Boom. All right, so here we are right here. You still got one high safety. All right, you got one high safety. I'm going to go ahead and press. All right, now this right here is going to be a cover 0. All right, this is going to be cover 0, or it could be cover 3, but my guess is it's going to be cover 0. All right, now I don't even know this one yet. So how are you going to figure that out? You look at the cornerback. All right, this cornerback seems to stand directly above him, same as this one. All right, he's standing directly above him. Now, if you're not sure, send a motion. Send a motion. Okay, so this right here, I'll motion him back over. So that means that they're in cover 0. Boom. So this is a cover 0 right here. All right. Sometimes what you'll see is sometimes they will stand, you know, they'll stand above him, and it could be a cover 0 even if there's one high safety. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, I thought it was cover 3 or cover 0. I motion over to make sure, and if the safety right here, he followed my guy, so it gave it away that it's man coverage. See what I'm saying? Motion him back over, he followed him again. So if it was cover 3, they wouldn't follow. All right, so here we are, man. So here we are. Next play. All right, so as soon as they press, all right, this is going to give it away. This is a cover 2 defense. All right, now how do I know it's a cover 2 defense? All right, first let's make sure it's cover 2. Boom, cover 2 defense. All right, now how did I know immediately that it was a cover 2 defense? You see how immediately I can look and see? That's how you guys are gonna be, man. You're gonna be very, very good passers. So you have 2 high safeties on defense. All right, you had 2 high safeties on defense, so that leaves you with cover 4, man coverage, or cover 2. Now, like I said, the only thing I look at is the safeties and the cornerbacks. That's the only thing I look at. Now you have 2 high safeties. Now I want you to take a look at these guys. Take a look at that cornerbacks. They are standing to the outside of the receiver. See what I'm saying? And if I reset, this is what I want you to look at right here. They are standing to the outside of the receiver. So look at this Bradbury right here, right? He's standing to the outside of Lazar, and he's 5 yards back. That is the key thing right here. That's the key thing, is as if you see them in something like this and those cornerbacks are to the outside and they're back 5 yards, that's going to give it away that it's cover 2. All right, because when you press, look how they're lining up. Look at Jackson right here. He is way outside of Devontae Adams. Okay, and that gives it away. You know, you have a streak route on the field, and then you can kind of, you know what I'm saying, do something like that, wait for it or whatever. Here's another. All right, let's go ahead and hop into trips. All right, so we're gonna hop into trips. I'm gonna do a random nickel. All right, now I want you to look at something here. All right, I know that off the bat right here, this is going to be some sort of cover 2. Okay, let me press. All right, my guess is this is a cover 2, and I haven't seen anything yet, so I'm thinking either cover 3 cloud, or I mean not cover 3 cloud, I'm thinking cover 2 or man coverage. But I want you to look at something here. I want you to look at this cornerback Bradbury. Remember I told you guys that cover 2, they are going to stand 5 yards off of the scrimmage, off of the line of scrimmage. They're going to stand 5 yards, and they're going to stand to the outside. So that gives it away that it's cover 2. Okay, because he is 5 yards from the line of scrimmage and he is outside of everybody else, so it's some sort of zone coverage. All right, if you don't know it's a cover 2, that's fine. All right, just know it's some sort of man coverage. Now another giveaway is, look at Cobb right here. Cobb is my receiver right here. Okay, there's nobody standing above him. There's a wide open area in this little triangle right here. Okay, so that's going to tell me that it is not man coverage. Okay, so I press, and you have 2 high safeties. So when you have 2 high safeties, like I said, it's either man coverage, cover 2, or cover 4, but this cornerback right here gave it away. All right, so what I'm going to do here, if I run into a situation like this, all right, I'm gonna just run, you know, something like this, right? I can run something like this, right? Just a little hitch route combo. He's gonna be open, and it was cover 2. Okay, so let's hop into another one. Let's go ahead and take a look at trips, man. I'm gonna come out in PA post shot. All right, we're gonna come out PA post shot, and we're gonna do random 3-3-5 wide, the meta. Boom, safeties are dropping down. So what is that gonna tell me? As soon as everybody presses, that's gonna tell me that this is a cover 0. All right, so whenever those safeties come down like that, it's gonna tell me that it's a cover 0. This is a cover 0 right here, right? Now, you got, that's pretty easy. I mean, look, you got a guy above him, you got a guy above him, and circle. And trips, you always want to look at this circle receiver right here. Okay, if somebody's standing above him, then it's going to be a man coverage for the most part. And also, I want you to look at this Martinez linebacker. He is standing almost on top of the running back. Okay, but he is going to be manned up with the tight end, so he's standing above the tight end. All right, and then you saw those safeties drop. That was a pretty easy one, but let's go ahead and let's hop into one more. Let's hop into another one. We're just gonna keep going. Let's just keep going. I try to explain as much as I can, you know, so you guys understand. So if it takes a little bit longer, just kind of bear with me. This right here. All right, boom. I'm gonna press coverage. All right, now this is gonna tell me that it is a cover 1. It's the same thing. All right, because look at Cobb, right? You got somebody above Cobb. All right, you got this guy above Devontae Adams, and then you have Lazard, right? And that cornerback is standing a little bit inside Lazard, but everybody is on top of each other, right? You got a corner on top of him, corner on top of him, corner on top of him. You have Martinez is above Tanyan, and then you have Jones, which is most likely going to be this other guy right here, Crowder. This is going to give it away to cover 1. All right, so same thing there. I was hoping they would throw me a little bit of zone, kind of switch it up a little bit, but let's hop into another one. All right, I'm just trying to give you guys as much game as I can. All right, this one's a really good one. Okay, so you see how in that man coverage everybody's lined up on each other. Now what did I tell you? I told you look at Cobb. So you always want to look at this circle receiver. There's nobody above him. Okay, so when there's nobody above him, I immediately know that it's some sort of zone coverage. Okay, also I want you to look at this cornerback, Bradbury. All right, he's not standing above anybody. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and press, and as you see, look at this Bradbury right here. He's just standing all by himself on a whole nother island. So that's gonna tell me that it is some sort of zone coverage. All right, my guess, if I can take a guess, is it's going to be cover 2. All right, my guess is cover 2, right? Or it could be, it might be a cover 3. You see how, I haven't looked at the play yet, but you see how this Ryan guy right here, he's standing, these guys are standing pretty far out from each other. Okay, so my guess is Bradbury is going to be in a quarter, Peppers is going to be a mid-read, and Ryan is going to be a curl flat. That is my guess. Boom. All right, I got that wrong. He was a hook zone. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying? Bradbury's right here all alone, so he's going to be in a quarter. All right. And you got Peppers right here. He's going to be in a mid-read. All right. Because anytime you have this sort of combo right here, right? Whenever you have this sort of combo right here, this cornerback is usually going to be in a quarter. When he's standing all alone like this, he's usually going to be in a quarter. And what gave it away that it was a quarter is he was standing about 8 yards or so to the line of scrimmage. Okay, so if it was cover 2, he would have been kind of right here. So that's something you need to keep an eye out for. If Bradbury was standing right here on this line, just 5 yards directly above, it would be cover 2. But because he was way back here and then he came down, that gives it away. That's kind of a little bit more advanced trick. Let me go ahead and let's hop into another one. So hopefully you guys are kind of understanding what I'm looking at, stuff like that. All right, so here's this. You got the one high safety. All right, look at Cobb. All right, Cobb, you got somebody right above him. Devontae Adams, somebody right above him, somebody right above him. All right, now this right here, it could be a, it is, let's see, it could be, my guess is cover 1. Okay, my guess is the safety's manned up to the tight end. All right, so now let's hop into cover 3 cloud, man. So we go to nickel right here. We're gonna hop into cover 3 cloud. All right, so you can tell it's a cover 3 cloud because obviously this guy's going to play really low, and there's nobody above. There's nobody above the tight end. Okay, so if you got a guy playing a lot of cover 3 cloud and there's nobody lined up on the tight end, that's going to be the cloud side. Okay, so hopefully that explains it, because in a cover 3 cloud, usually you have this slot corner right here. He's going to be usually in a curl flat. Okay, so you can streak him And then sometimes what people will do online is and with their cover 3 cloud, right, they'll use a safety 335 or whatever, and then they'll put that guy like that little adjustment right there. I'm sure you guys have seen it. Well, you know, in situations where your opponent will kind of do that. So that's going to give it away that the hard flat is on this side, okay? That's usually the case. All right, so anytime you see, even if we go to cover 2, you know, I can show you just cover 2 and then we'll go into cover 4, but, you know, right, we hop in here, we have a cover 2. All right, I'm going to go ahead and let's go to bunch. Bunch is a pretty good way to explain this, but right, so as you see here, you got the cornerback. He's standing 5 yards into a little bit to the outside of Devontae Adams. Usually they'll press and then they'll move this guy over. See what I'm talking about? I know you guys have seen that. If you played Madden online all the time like that, you know what I'm talking about. You'll see this shit all the time. They'll grab their safety, they'll move them over, and then they'll use their 335 in the middle. That's all. It's obvious that. All right, so now we are in cover 4. All right, so like I'm just going into cover 4 at this point, but as you see, you will have 2 safeties, and then you'll have your 2 cornerbacks. Now, the reason this is not cover 2 is because the cornerbacks are not 5 yards to the line of scrimmage, okay? They're about 8 yards. All right, so that's the giveaway that this is cover 4, is that although you do have 2 high safeties in cover 2, cover 4, these guys are going to stand about 8 yards. All right, so as you've seen from previous plays, you know, Bradbury will be right here on the line of scrimmage about 5 yards. That's going to give it that's a dead give it. I'm like glitching out, man. That is a dead giveaway that it is cover 2. All right, but in this situation, oh yeah, I legit glitched out there for a second like a fucking bot. That's crazy. I was glitching, bro. But yeah, so it's pretty obvious that this is a cover 4. All right, and then we're gonna go into, let's go into over G. All right, so when they're in big nickel over G, I'm just too tired for this shit right now, man. But here we go. All right, cover 4 palms. All right, we're gonna go ahead and come out in bunch, and then you see same thing. All right, so no matter the formation, cover 4, these cornerbacks are always going to play about 8 yards or so, 7-8 yards to the line of scrimmage. All right, it's going to tell you it's cover 4 rather than them being, you know, Bradbury being like to the outside and about 5 yards. All right, so you got to keep practicing. Cover 3, right? Cover 3, you're going to have a high safety. All right. So 1 high safety, you're going to look at this cornerback right here. If you're not sure, throw in some motion. All right, you're going to motion this guy over. Nobody followed him. That's going to give it away that it's cover 3, and then you can have a streak, kind of hit the seam, or a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of mess around with it. If you're not sure, throw in motion. All right, so if you're not sure, make sure to throw in motion. Bingo, this right here. All right. So this is cover 4. Obviously, this is cover 4. Now I'm going to switch to cover 2, and I want you to look at the outside corner on the right side. Okay, look at Bradbury on the right side. Cover 4, they're going to stand about 6 to 7 yards from the line of scrimmage. Boom, I switch to cover 2. He scoots up. Now he is 5 yards to the outside. But that's going to tell you that it's cover 2. You know what I'm saying? Go back. All right, cover 4. Watch how everything stays the same except the corners. That's why you want to watch the corners. All right, 6-7 yards off of the line of scrimmage. This guy's, you know, way off. Boom, I switch to cover 2. Look at Jackson. Now he moves to the outside, and then you have Bradbury right here. All right, you just keep switching back. Get it distilled, get it, you know, cemented in your brain. Cover 4. This is right here, cover 2. Reset. They move back up a couple yards. That's going to be cover 4. You got the 2 high safeties. All right, they're standing 6-7 yards away from the line of scrimmage. Boom, now we go cover 2. All right, now they're 5 yards. All right, so the corners are always going to give it away. All right, you switch to cover 3, right? Cover 3, they do move back up, but you have one high safety. All right, so that one high safety is going to give it away. You press. All right, everybody lines up. Let's say you're not sure if it's cover 1 or cover 3. Motion over. Motion over. This is going to tell me it's a cover 3, not man coverage. You do the same thing. Hit them with that seam route, right? And then that's going to be a touchdown. All right, so that's it for today's video, man. That is how you read a defense. All right, make sure to watch the cornerbacks. Make sure to watch how many safeties, where they're lined up, where they're positioned. We went over through quite a bit, man. Remember, in cover 3 cloud, if they, you know, the cloud is on the side where they move that safety. Remember, I'm done for today, man. I can't do this shit. I'm too freaking tired. But yo, check me out, man. Right, you got the cloud right here. All right, so they got a cloud right here, and then they move homeboy over. That's how you know it's a blue with a deep blue. So in order to beat that, post route, man. Post route, touchdown, right up the middle, man. That's it for today. Appreciate you guys staying through, man. Hopefully you watched all the way through, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.